God bless you in this wonderful day. Here is Daniela Ojaga bringing to you a prophetic word from the Lord. The Lord is telling someone today the truth is coming out to light. God is exposing your character and he's preparing a table in the presence of your enemies. But God is also canceling out every negative decree that has come against you. Every false accusation is falling to the ground as the Lord exposes the truth of the people that have risen to fight you and to destroy your reputation. Okay, if it's your first time here, don't forget to like this video. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel to receive more prophetic words and divine instructions from the Holy Spirit. Again, we just finished our 3-day fast, and as I was studying the book of Esther, God spoke to me very deeply. When we were praying yesterday to close the fast, we were in the Zoom, and I remember that the Holy Spirit just guided us to start interceding for God to defend us. In chapter 9, we were studying a little bit of that, and I felt led to share with you as well the same revelation that God has brought to me. The word of the Lord lets us know that Haman was the one that made the decision to kill all of the people of Mordecai, all of the Jews, right? The word of the Lord also lets us know in chapter 3, I believe, that Haman had to take this information, had to take this decision before King Xerxes. Now, what really catches my attention, people of God, is that in chapter 7, whenever Esther exposes Haman before the king and starts telling the king everything that was going on behind his back. Verse 5 says, King Xerxes asked Queen Esther, "Who is he? Where is he, the man who dared to do such a thing?" Whenever I read this verse in this chapter of the Bible, I was really meditating on it because I was questioning and asking the Lord, how is it possible that the king agreed for this decree, but he didn't really know that Haman was the one responsible for it? Then the Holy Spirit started to minister to me and say that there are a lot of people that are going through the same attack that you are dealing with Haman. You're dealing with that spirit that tries to ruin your reputation. You're dealing with spirits that tries to speak negatively about you. And all along, whoever they are speaking to doesn't even know that you are a great person. That Mordecai, for instance, the reason why Haman was doing this was because he was upset that Mordecai wouldn't bow down to him, wouldn't pay him respects, right? So not only was Haman trying to kill the Jews, but he was trying to kill Mordecai. So a lot of times people in power, people that could potentially change your life, there could be a snake within that, his environment, which leads to you missing out on opportunities, missing out on what God has for you. So I am releasing this word for you today, for you to, one, know in what direction to pray. I was teaching those that were in the group with me that God is calling us to pray against all spirit of Haman, all spirit of manipulation, spirit of false accusation, of negative prayer, everything that's trying to come against you and your destiny, everything that is trying to come against you and your destiny helpers. And then the second thing you're going to do is rest, knowing that God is exposing those that had previously spoken bad about you, right? Because again, whenever this information reached the king was able to see Haman in a new light. He was able to see Haman in a new way. Before, he thought it was a good man, before he thought that it was somebody he could trust, but now that he finds out that he was planning to kill the Jews and the people of his queen, right, his wife, he got very upset. So don't be surprised if this turnaround happens. If people start hearing good things about you, God exposes that spirit of Jezebel, the spirit of manipulation in other individual, which is going to allow you access to what already belongs to you. But again, the Lord is calling you to pray. Break this down in the spiritual realm. Lift up a fast to break free from all spirit of revenge and of rejection. Look how the Holy Spirit is even moving now. Cancel this because, again, God is trying to bring these things to light and expose the enemy, expose the weapons formed against you and your prophetic destiny. God bless you. This was Daniela. I'll see you guys next time.